size, versatility, and tenacity. These are guys that are really competitive. They all have something to prove, but they all have a versatile skill set that they bring to the basketball floor, and they've been doing tremendously well.
And I've noticed that whenever you go to a game, LeBron's game steps up just a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, he's always playing at a high level, man, and it's been fun to watch. I mean, there's been so much chatter about him kind of being over the hill, coming after last season. And so he came into the season with a chip on his shoulder, and he's certainly playing like it.
Congratulations, HOF. I mean, if there was ever a safe bet, it was you going into the Hall of Fame.
Well, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
What does that mean to you? Have you had a chance to just sit and really think about it now?
Man, a little bit, not too much, but you know me. I try to look forward as much as possible, but then when that moment comes, you can't help but become a little nostalgic.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then I want to end with this. This book is called Legacy and the Queen. He wrote it, and at the beginning of it, he wrote, "To Nani, Gigi, Bibi, and Coco, my 4 beautiful, spirited, strong daughters. When you fiercely protect your passion, no one can ever steal your dreams."
So
That's
true.
what I'll always remember by him.
So true, Jim. And little baby, just 7 months old.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, Jim. We know you have a lot more work to do, a lot of people that want to talk to you and give their condolences and tribute. So we're going to let you go do that. Thanks so much, Jim Hill. We want to turn now to Michelle Gili, who's in Newport Beach. And Michelle is going to be talking about one of the other victims today in this horrific crash, Orange County Community College baseball coach John Altobelli. And he was also there, I believe, with his wife and daughter, Michelle?
Pat, that's right. We are on the baseball field here at Orange Coast College, better known as OCC here in Orange County. And I do want to mention before we get to the coach, the fact that everyone on board this helicopter lived in Orange County. We're talking about 3 local mothers, 2 daughters on board. That is what we're hearing from all kinds of sources here in Orange County. Many of these people had connections to Newport Beach. And, of course, KoBe Bryant and his family lived in Newport Coast. All of these people are connected to KoBe through Mamba basketball. There was also a dad on board, and that's the coach that you were just mentioning. His name is John Altobelli, known as Coach Alto. He's legendary here at Orange Coast College. I'm going to bring in his associate head coach in just a second, but I want to tell you about Coach Alto. He was about to begin his 28th year here. As a matter of fact, opening day is this coming Tuesday. And since about 12:30 today, hundreds of people have just spontaneously showed up here at the field, and we're calling this a field.
The way that they are, that's being reported as one of the factors now.
And Jim, I know it's still so early. There's still so much we don't know. Any word that you're hearing about who might have been on board with him? We're hearing that his wife might not have been, but you're saying maybe other family?
Yeah, maybe other family members and other friends. And another friend, as a matter of fact, I'll have more in the next couple of minutes. As you can imagine, people are calling each other and things are being said that haven't been confirmed, but maybe a family member and a friend.
And again,
or friends.
Yeah. Jim Hill, you have been covering KoBe since he was such a young man, only 41 years old, and I think a lot of us thought that there was still many more chapters for him, especially here in Los Angeles, that we were all anxious to see what he was going to do next.
Be a writer. He loved writing. He was writing books. As a matter of fact, he wrote a book that I gave a copy of it to my young nephew, and he was a gifted. Not only is he a gifted basketball player, he was a gifted individual, and the big person up in the sky gave him some gifts that he was just starting to scratch the surface of, and there were many other things that I know he wanted to do, but unfortunately now for him.
Again, again, our CBS viewers, we are going to return you to golf coverage in just a moment, but we just want to reiterate, KoBe Bryant, one of 5 people that was killed this morning in a helicopter crash in Calabasas. Still no word on what caused that aircraft to go down or who else was on board. But we will continue to follow this story, have updates throughout the day. We're going to return you, CBS viewers, to golf coverage. We are going to stay on KCAL 9 and on CBSN LA with this continuing coverage of this breaking news out of Calabasas this morning.
His daughters. And then we went off and we got ready to do an interview with him afterwards. And just before he walked away and got in his car and drove away from LAFC over by the Coliseum, this is the last interview with KoBe Bryant. Anyone who knows anything about you knows that if you had been a Hall of Fame player, you'd be a great soccer player as well.
Hey, good evening, and we are coming back on the air with new details from the tragic death of NBA legend KoBe Bryant. ABC News confirming the 5-time NBA champion for the Los Angeles Lakers was among 5 people killed when a helicopter crashed and caught fire in Southern California. Authorities in Los Angeles County are holding a news conference now. Let's go to that.
Good afternoon. My name is Darrell Osby, and I'm the fire chief of the Los Angeles County Fire Department. I want to thank you for coming here to today's briefing of the Willow incident. Today, shortly before 10 o'clock at 9:47 a.m., the Los Angeles County Fire Department received a 911 call of a potential helicopter down in a brush fire at the intersection of Los Verges Road and Willow Glen Street in the city of Calabasas in unincorporated Los Angeles County. Upon arrival, our firefighters discovered approximately a quarter-acre brush fire that resulted from a crash on the hillside. The Los Angeles County Fire Department initial response was 15 pieces of apparatus and 56 personnel that consisted of paramedics, engine company, heavy rescue, truck company, hand crews, and aircraft, and a chief officer to oversee the incident. Upon arrival during the incident, and upon arrival of the Sheriff's Department, our 2 respective departments entered into unified command to handle this incident. Our firefighters on scene indicated that there was a debris-filled and steep terrain with a quarter-acre brush fire that was occurring at the time. Our firefighters hiked in to the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire, as it included the brush fire, debris from a helicopter, and the fire also included magnesium, which is very hard for our firefighters to extinguish because magnesium reacts with oxygen and water. In addition to our firefighters hiking into the incident, we had 1 helicopter flying to the incident with firefighter paramedics on board. Those paramedics were hoisted down to the incident early into the incident. They did a search of the area for survivors. Unfortunately, all the survivors on board were determined to have been perished. Firefighters and hand crews